Hey guys, it's Karen from Confetti and Curves, and I'm back this week with another video. I thought I would do a tag. It's called Confessions of a Beauty Blogger, and although it's usually blogged about, I thought it would be fun to do it in a video format because I seem to be sort of posting a lot of my videos on Wednesdays now. So anyways, what I will do is I will write all the questions down in my blog just in case you guys want to try them out, and of course pop a wee link below if you do, because I'd love to read them. So I will get cracking because there's 13 questions, and number one is, how many hours a week do you spend planning, writing, uploading posts? I would probably say in total for the whole week probably about 10 hours, because I spend about sort of 2 hours every night on the blog, and that could be taking photos or just writing or editing or doing bits and pieces. So I normally spend from around about 8:30 to 10:30 at night writing and catching up with blog posts. So I probably say a good 10 hours a week, because the weekends I sort of take off and just keep that for family time and just for myself. Am I a spender or a saver? I would probably say, although this isn't a very definitive answer, a bit of both. I do love to find bargains and things like that there, and a lot of the makeup and beauty products that I buy, I would usually buy out on out in local drugstores and pharmacies, etc, etc, because I think that they have a wonderful range of products, and I mean, some of my favourites are Rimmel, L'Oreal, Bourjois as well too. I like some of their stuff, and MUA as well too. I think they're a great brand and they're very easy on the pocket. If you haven't tried them, do give them a go. So I think that there's a lot of good brands out there that are very good for saving money, etc, etc. But at times I do like to splurge, like for example on Urban Decay, maybe say some of the eyeshadow palettes or the primers or some Clinique stuff as well. I do love the Clinique range. So I think that, you know, in my personal opinion, if I was buying high-end all the time, I don't think it would be as much of a treat, and I wouldn't look forward to it as much. So yeah, a wee bit of both. Number three, when is it easiest for me to write my posts? It's definitely easiest for me to write my posts in the evening times, and usually that's after dinner, and I've, you know, Emma and that there has went to bed and I have a few hours, and maybe say Steve is catching up on some TV or whatever, and I usually just sort of sit down with my laptop very relaxed in the living room and sort of catch up with writing bits and pieces, or occasionally at the weekends, if I have an hour or two that I sort of find myself I'm not really doing anything, then I will definitely write them then. So yeah, I'd probably say more evening times, but the odd time weekend. Number four, what makes writing posts comfortable for me? What do we say? That's what makes writing posts comfortable? To be honest, I think probably just knowledge of what you're writing about. I can't honestly say that I wrote a post that I'm not comfortable with, because if I'm not comfortable with it, I usually just wouldn't attempt it. I like to sort of, you know, chat about things, you know, on the blog as if I'm sort of talking to a friend, so I like to keep it very informal and relaxed and stuff like that there. So usually what I blog about, I'm always comfortable about, and that's usually things that I love, like makeup, beauty, lifestyle, crafts, DIY. So yeah, I think just what makes a post comfortable, or writing a post comfortable, is just having a good knowledge or a love for whatever you're writing about. Number five, what's my worst makeup and hair habit? I'd probably say my worst hair habit, and I'm really trying to get out of that, is not putting enough products on. I know that might sort of sound strange, but I do use a lot of straighteners and curling tongs and things like that there. So I tend to sort of skip the step where you should sort of put like balms and bits and pieces and stuff like that on your hair to stop them from getting damaged and things. So I think my worst hair habit is probably not looking after the ends of my hair enough, and sometimes skipping out on conditioner, but I'm getting a lot better with that. As for beauty habit, I don't really think I have a bad beauty habit at the moment because I've got into such a good skincare routine and makeup routine. But I do think that beforehand, probably about a year ago, I was a huge fan of using baby wipes. And that is definitely a no-no, and I've seen a massive improvement in my skin from I've stopped using them, because I didn't actually realise at the time how bad they were for my skin. But yeah, I think now that I have changed and sort of upped my ante with facial scrubs and moisturising and things like that there, I've sort of kicked that habit, and my skin is definitely a lot better than it used to be. Number 6. What's one quote you wish the world would live by? What's one quote I wish the world would live by? I can't say I probably wish the world to live by it, but I know that a wee quote that I used to keep pinned to my pin board was, tough times don't last, tough people do. And you know, everybody goes through tough times at some stage or other. You know, life has got its ups and downs, but I think it's always sort of remembering that those tough times only last for a short while, and that tough people, you know, usually sort of the more things you go through, the tougher you are. And I have to say, over the last 10 years or so, you know, I've been through quite a bit, and it's definitely made me a stronger person. But for that, that wee quote always sticks in my mind. So yeah, tough times don't last, tough people do. Number 7, how long do I spend getting ready every day? Usually if it's a weekday and I'm up and I've got to get sort of Ems out to school and there's work commitments and bits and pieces, I would probably say 20 minutes to half an hour weekdays. But at the weekends I usually like to sort of take my time, and that can be anything up to an hour if I'm sort of straightening my hair and just taking my time on my makeup, or if I'm going out, etc. So yeah. What is my favourite post on my blog? My favourite post in my blog is definitely my DIY mini photo studio, for a number of reasons. Simply because firstly, a lot of you guys seem to really like it and find it handy. I must put the link again below. But basically what it was, is in our house we don't have a huge amount of space and stuff, and I just wanted somewhere that I could take photographs of different products and sort of keep them contained in sort of one area, if that makes sense. So having a wee look at photo boxes and things like that there to buy from specialist online photography stores and things, and they are quite expensive, a lot of photography equipment. But we had just moved house at the time, and we had some boxes up in the attic, and I thought if I got a box and sort of painted the inside of it white, I could pretty much make my own. So I got Steve to crawl up into a spider infested attic, and he happily done that and found me a really nice box, and I turned it into like a wee photo studio that I still use almost every week. And it's so handy if you don't have a lot of room, or you just literally want one place where you can set all your products and your beauty bits and pieces and take photos of them. So it's really handy. It was a really good project, but also a very handy one too. So that was one of my favourite blog posts. Number 9, who is a beauty blogger that you think deserves more subscribers than they have? It's a bit of a hard one. I think everybody deserves, so I know that's a bit of a sort of cliche, but I think that there's a lot of new bloggers that I do see starting up and stuff like that there, and you know, I think that they are fantastic bloggers, and their blogs are beautifully laid out and their photographs are fantastic. And I think that's kind of why I created Behind the Blog, was because there's a lot of blogs out there that we don't know about, and you know, it's kind of good to share and network and stuff like that there. So I think anyone who puts a lot of effort into their blog, and a lot of effort into as well sort of talking and chatting with others, always deserves, you know, to have really nice followers behind them. So yeah, that's pretty much an open kind of answer, but yeah, anybody who's making a really good effort, I think definitely deserves followers and supporters and things like that, and encouragement. Let me see, where am I here? Number 10, what's one thing you're excited about in the coming year? I would probably say a wee holiday with my family. I would really like that, and I am definitely looking forward to that. And from a blog point of view, I probably think more just sort of working on my videos. I enjoy putting up posts so much on the blog, and I think sort of, you know, working on the videos and not being so nervous and being a wee bit more relaxed and things like that there's so much to learn whenever it comes to YouTube and stuff. So I probably think that working on my videos is something I'm going to be looking forward to in the upcoming year. What has been my favourite blogging moment? Honestly, I cannot say that there has been one favourite moment, because it has literally been such a fantastic experience from start to finish. I did start blogging a couple of years ago, and I had a blog that I just kind of rambled in literally a couple of times a month, but Confetti and Curves from it started on the 6th of October 2014. I think it just kind of opened doors into a whole new community, and it was one that I wasn't too sure, you know, is it going to be quite, what would you say, sort of competitive or nasty or whatever, because it's obviously, you know, female driven and that in the beauty industry. But I have to say, I have made some amazing friends, and I think that probably one of the best things is coming home from a really hard day. Could be, you know, with work stresses or whatever, or just general life stresses, and logging on and seeing such lovely encouraging comments and support, and just chatting with people in general. So I think blogging moments, my best blogging moments, have definitely been days where it's been very tough and I've logged in, and I've been cheered up by a lot of the people who support Confetti and Curves, so thank you very much. Number 12, how long does it take to prep for a post? How long does it take to prep for a post? This sort of depends, because if it's behind the blog and someone has done an interview, I would say it would probably take about 20 minutes or so to transfer that interview over, and put all the pictures in and write an intro and a finish, and sort of do bits and pieces of editing and things. So I'd probably say about 20 minutes to half an hour for my Tuesday and Thursday posts. And the others, I would imagine probably about an hour and a half it would take to prep for a blog post. And I'm talking about, you know, sort of thinking of the idea, taking the photographs, getting it down and onto the actual screen, and hitting the publish or schedule button. So a schedule button is definitely one of my favourite buttons in WordPress, because it means then that you can do blog posts well in advance and just sort of obviously schedule them. So it's really handy if you're busy and don't have a lot of time. But yeah, number 13, the final question is, am I wearing jeans skirt right now? Am I wearing jeans skirt right now, or am I wearing pajama bottoms? I'm actually wearing jeans because it's sort of early evening time, and so yeah, I haven't quite made it into my PJs yet, but I'm sure I will do later on. But I'm comfy enough here in my jeans, so that's what I'm wearing right now. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is the Confessions of a Beauty Blogger tag. And like I say, I will put the questions on a blog post as well too, with this video on Confetti and Curves. So if any of you guys want to give it a go, please do, because I would love to read your responses. I'm not going to tag anyone in particular, because I'm just going to leave it open. If you want to give it a go, give it a go. But as usual, thank you so much indeed for watching. I hope you're all having a fab week, and have a fab week, future tense. And if you want to pop over to say hi, it's www.confettiandcurves.wordpress.com, or you can catch me on Twitter at Karen Heidi Race, or you can say hello in the comments down below. And if you want to, hit the like button or thumbs up, and if you wanted to hit the subscribe as well, I don't know where it is, but it's about here somewhere, that would absolutely make my day. So thanks again for watching, and take care, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye!